We have a control panel right here. You can set the door, there's a key. You can set the door to card in, card out. You can set the door to free out, card in. You can set the door to free access both ways. Free access both ways. The stereo vision camera system is disabled, but it disregards whatever it sees, because you're allowing anyone to just walk in the door. With it in free out, the light will just stay green. When you first put it in free out, it will say please step in the door. Beyond that, it won't say it again until you turn the key and then turn it back again. So if you're going to use this feature, you need to train the people that are going to be using it to not just stand here and go, it's not working. You actually have to step in the door to activate it. Okay. This will stack, I think this stacks 3 as well. Okay. But same concept. Once the first person goes through, 3 more can stack. Okay. These sensors on this side, sensors on this side, there's 4 sensors on that ceiling panel. Those are blocking sensors. You can, 2 people can go through the compartment at the same time with the badge, going out, not coming in. They're in place so that no one can go through the next compartment behind the person with the badge, and no one can go out when someone's badge is authorized.
We tried?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd like to try it.
Yeah, we didn't walk in the other way.
Yeah.
You can try and jump out.
Either that or you can badge through, and I'll go in.
Yeah, we can
talk behind you.
To the door.
It'll stop both of us, then we'll both have to exit the door.
Please step into the door. Unauthorized entry. Please exit the door.
Where they both stepped.
Please step into the door.
Yeah, that's what they're over there doing. I smashed my face on the glass.
Now, stereo vision camera will not allow 2 people to come through the door at the same time. Like I said, this side you can, 2 people can go through the compartment at one time, but 2 people cannot come through on the other side at the same time. It determines that there are 2 people in there.
What if when you step in, you're hugging?
I'm
Being scared.
Well,
That's
it
a good
depends.
question.
Grab him and drag him
I'm
to
not
the
trying to
seat.
get anybody to twist it. I'm just saying.
now offended.
I mean, how do you detect where one person's
It's
third?
complicated.
The camera can determine 2 people. It is possible, depending on the security setting, for 2 people to come through if they're standing right next to each other. So if they would have to literally be up against each other to come through. But
If
it
2 people
is,
are uncomfortably close, they can get in as one person.
that is possible, depending on the security setting. Right now, the security level is set at 5. It's right in the middle. That's our recommended setting. But as you adjust that height, there's more of a chance of false rejection. In other words, if you go through with a shiny hat on a big coat or something like that, it might reject you. Okay. The lower you go, the more the chance of 2 people coming through. What's that?
What does the camera actually sense?
It actually senses the mass
Okay.
that's in here. And there's also security levels that you can adjust the height, so taller people can go through. We do have some instances where it requires a VIP badge. This is a 7-foot height door. There's a guy, we had one door installed, guy tried to go through, well, he's 6'11", and his hair brushes the surface of the pie as it goes through, and it rejects it every time. But if he slouches just a hair, it'll let it through.
Literally just here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Has push to reverse buttons on it?
can I push it? I want to push it.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you get halfway through, just push the button.
Please step into the door.
No, stop.
Nope, go back up.
Nope. Yeah, we're back now.
Why is it
What did she do? Push the buttons?
Yeah. So worst case scenario, if the door doesn't back out and back you out immediately, there's only a few seconds before it actually times out and the door will back up anyway.
But so if someone gets stuck in there that doesn't know.
What's that?
Yeah.
We're gonna look into that, though, right? See why that doesn't.
Yeah,
You're saying that should automatically come back?
It should back up.
Yeah.
And it may just be a torque adjustment.
I just like if someone's up here at 3 in the morning and they feel like it's important to hit that button for whatever reason,
Right.
and they get stuck, what are we gonna do?
Right. Okay. Well, and again,
Is this all you did was grab this? So I could tell a car just go grab the edge?
yeah, but I think it actually timed out.
Please step into the door.
Do you have to just hold it for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, I pushed it real quick.
Okay, yeah, you got to hold it for a few seconds to start.
Why would you ever need to use that function?
You should never.
Forgot my keys.
You should never lock your
My
keys.
keys.
Something got caught in the door and it's pulling you.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
You could.
Yeah, but something could get caught in the door where it's dragging you to.
I'm just gonna tell them that baby seals die if you push that button.
I can see, what a big piece of tape over it.
there are some other key switches on here. You can set it to shaft lock, which locks the door down. No one can authorize through the door. Okay, that's what shaft lock on. There's also the maintenance key switch. That's the same thing as the fire alarm. The door wings break away, and it can rotate.
That's the breakout.
That's the maintenance move.
And it does that when you fire up.
So a fire alarm, you could just push through the door.
Yes.
And the reset is just pulling them back into where they lock, right?
That's it. That's it. After the fire alarm is over, reset the doors back and they'll lock back in, right on the top. Feel it click in, the door's ready for operation again.
But someone would have to come with the key and reset it, obviously.
Please
Not
step
after
into
fire
the
alarm,
door.
sorry, you shouldn't have.
No?
No, you shouldn't have to reset it. It's back to you.
After a fire alarm, you just reset it.
Oh, I
So
thought
you
you
don't have
said
to turn
you
your
should.
keys.
On the very bottom key switch is for the stereo vision camera system reset. Okay, you really shouldn't have to use that, but should you ever have to use that, the camera system operates on a Windows embedded system. It's a Windows XP system. So it's just like your computer. You turn it to reset,
Turn it off.
turn it back on. You have to wait for it to shut down, then it has to boot back up. The lights, the LEDs will go out. When the camera is back booted up and the door's ready for use, the lights will come on.
So I'm going to ask the obvious question. You guys put the switch there for a reason.
Yes.
What is the indicators that you might need to reset the stereo vision camera?
If the door ends up in the plus position and starts acting funny, sounding an alarm, and it's stuck in the plus position, reset the stereo vision camera system,
Okay.
and the door will spin, find its home position, and then the camera will boot back up, and rest position will be correlated back again with the PLC.
Okay.
It's very rare that that ever has to happen,
Okay.
but there are some occasions.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions?
You're learning.
How simple is that? I don't think it'll be
I honestly don't think
audible
it's.
voice
it'll be
on
that
the
much.
turn.
How simple is it to what?
To mute the audible voice that tells you to enter it.
We're gonna see if we can stack it up.
Please step into the door.
Try and hug real close and get in there on the other side.
Get in there.
Yeah, Mike, get right up underneath it now.
Yeah.
Please step into the door.
Both of you at once.
One of the three, turn blue.
For you military people, nothing but.
Flash blue on the fourth one, so it does take.
Yeah.
You guys should try and get
It's still waiting
I'm
for the
done with
third
that
person.
sure and go, you're up to that.
It'll time out and go to red, because
Oh,
no
okay.
third person has gone varicose.
So it'll time out though?
Yes, it will time out.
And on the fourth one, it flashed blue.
Yeah, so the stack is
You
three.
gave an error like, yeah, there's something not.
Yeah. As far as the volume control, inside the control box, there are voice modules, there's 4 voice modules. You have 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. The bottom is the knob that sticks down, or I don't know if you can see it here, it's the knob that sticks down.
Where?
Turn it all the way to the left, that's all the way down.
Where's your
I want
phone
to
at?
go get one. My home?
Did she buy them?
We can provide you a environmental check.
Way cool. Oh, you're in the bed.
Well, I will be hiding out in the front probably.
I find the coolest place in that city.
That's
And not the basement. It's pretty much
Is that it? Any questions at all? Concerns? Worries? You have the, now this I know will communicate back.
Yeah, I think we have 3 different alarms wired to these, right?
Yes.
Right now.
Yeah, there's multiple.
Four,
things you can
there's
monitor.
4 stores, there's,
Right now, I got 4 stores
They're
and
not
all
water
around.
tank. They won't get a signal. Aren't the turnstiles on
you know, they'll get the reads,
Do that one before.
Right.
Right.
whether it's denied or accessed. We're
Will they
only
get the
working.
reads?
Yeah, absolutely, because the readers are hooked into Linnell.
Oh.
What we're talking about is the general alarm, if somebody tries to enforce it, right, or climb through, or
Will they
stand.
not be testing that as part of the testing?
Well, they're gonna send us some
Yeah, there's-
documentation, we're gonna have to relay them.
Before the SIG testing?
Yeah, there's-
Same thing,
There's a way to log
testing.
them.
yeah.
Actually, I sent John an email about where do you want these inputs in, but I asked Amazon, because we have 3 inputs going to the panel, but they didn't specify where to land them, so that's.
I think he just picked the spot. I think,
Just pick a spot on the board and just tell them where it's at.
no, I think John did,
Oh.
when we were doing the programming sheets.
Well, this is
1300 or 1100 order, does it?
No, it's running on 1320.
1320.
In the closet here, it's 2 1320s, that's gonna land in the spirit. There's no difference between an input on a 1320 or one of them. It's what you do, or what they're
Yeah,
gonna do.
when it's
with those
programmed.
programs, yeah.
Who gets to keep the test cards?
What's that?
Who gets to keep the tester
They
cards?
don't work anymore, once the Amazon touches it, they're all.
Sure.
they're all go away.
One's that good.
You can have this card, Mike gave it to me, you can have it back, I got one.
I'm just holding it for testing. I don't want it.
Actually, the other one is in the front. Jay has one, and the guys in the fire alarm has one.
So good?
All right.
Good. We got some paperwork for everyone to sign, if you could.
Who's everyone, everybody?
Did you do the lanes already?
The person who matters.
Yes.
No, he's gonna go across the panel, and there goes all the programming,
We'll
so.
see.
Well, I do need your
You're gonna sign off on the training. You guys still have some line to do down the hill, right? You still have some other work to do?
Yes, we got to turn in the cameras for the, sensors.
Station, like,
They,
lined up with-
do they sign off on the operation or do we?
Well, actually, I need,
Yeah, mine's for everybody.
yeah, we,
Great.
there's, yeah, there's.
You're signing this one, Rich.